breaking updates coming in from Kerala. Now, the VHP has slammed the Pinarayi Vijayan government over alleged training given by the State Fire and Rescue Services to the PFI or the Popular Front of India members and said that the move is a bad example of appeasement. While the Congress has also sought a probe into the matter, BJP also questioned the Kerala government over PFI and SDPI involvement in several terror activities. So VHP there slamming the Kerala government over alleged training given by the state to the PFI. If this comes as the involvement of PFI cannot really be ruled out in several terror activities as well as conspiracies to disrupt peace and harmony in the country. Going across to my colleague Ashwin for more on this. Ashwin, what really justifies giving training to the PFI and SDPI leaders given their role in several terror activities as well as conspiracy to disrupt the peace and harmony in the country?
Definitely, the left government in Kerala is in a limbo after the visuals of the PFI members being trained by the state fire and rescue services had come out in the open. Now, what we begin to understand is that the training was a full-day training which was conducted at Aluva in Kochi, and about the visuals clearly show about 100 PFI members were trained on fire and rescue services. But now the chief of the Fire and Rescue Services has also come out saying that no permission was taken for such a training camp to be conducted. Now, what that actually questions the Home Minister, who the Chief Minister himself is the Home Minister, and he is also not aware. So both the opposition, the Congress as well as the BJP, has raised a red flag because the PFI is an organization which has got several cases registered, especially terrorism-related cases, across the country, and such a training was given to them by the state run fire and rescue services. So this has been questioned, and an internal probe, as per our sources, has also been launched by the fire and rescue services as well to understand how did the fire and rescue officials themselves went ahead with training an organization which is highly controversial, has got radical views, and such an organization we can clearly see they were wearing uniforms and extensive training was provided. So it has been largely criticized as not just by the VHP but also from the state across. All the parties have equivocally has come out against this training, and the government has also ordered an internal probe in the matter. Now, what needs to be seen is whether an official statement from the state government, from the Home Ministry, is yet to come. But what needs to be seen is whether the government is openly supporting it, or will they deny that it was under whether they were aware that such a training was provided and any permissions were granted for the same.
Well, clearly, Ashwin, the Pinarayi Vijayan government has a lot to answer and justify as far as giving training to the SDPI and PFI leaders. This in the backdrop of a lot of issues also that have come up in recent past. In fact, a lot of incidents where the involvement of SDPI as well as the PFI leaders cannot really be ruled out. But thanks for getting us all those details. We'll keep coming back to you.